Today I'm reviewing another recently released tarot book. This is The Tarot of You, Explorations for Personal Growth by Dawn Michelle. Hello, I'm Salt Rose. Welcome to my channel. There have been some genuinely insightful tarot books published so far this year, and this book is definitely in that group. As I said, it's by Dawn Michelle. I've followed her on social media for several years. Her YouTube channel is Dawn Michelle Creates. This book is about working with the cards, primarily through journaling, to support your personal growth and for self-reflection. And it contains so many deep yet very practical ways to accomplish that. Before we jump in, if you find this video helpful, please remember to like and subscribe. It helps my channel grow, and I very much appreciate it. So let's get into the book. First of all, it's really beautifully designed. The front and back covers have this kind of reflective quality to them, and the motif here on the cover is carried throughout the book. It's just a very pretty book overall. One of the things I noticed first about it is the paper stock. It's nice quality. I've purchased some books lately that have rather thin pages. I always write a lot in my books, so I appreciate it when I can do that without worrying about it bleeding through to the next page. Here is Dawn's bio. Dawn Michelle is a former marketing professional who accidentally found her way into the tarot community via her YouTube channel and membership focusing on cards, coffee, and creativity. She has been using tarot for personal growth for more than a decade and enjoys sharing her process and practice with others to help them further their own journey. The book is published by Llewellyn. It was just released, at least in the US, at the beginning of April 2026. There are a total of 21 chapters. The foreword is by Mary K. Greer, and she always writes the best forewords. Mary writes here, "To read Tarot of You is to be invited into a process rather than a method. It asks you to pick up your cards, your pen, and your courage, not to record what you already know, but to discover what you are becoming. Journaling and practice, reflection and embodiment, mirror and movement are the twin streams of this book." The book then begins with an introduction. Dawn talks a bit about how she began practicing tarot and what her practice looked like early on, and then how it evolved and changed over time. She also explains that this book is not an introductory course in tarot. It's written assuming that the reader has at least a basic understanding of the cards. I really appreciate that because it focuses on how to actually work with the cards. So it's practice-based is how I would describe it, instead of being a reference book. I love a book with card meanings, but there are so many books like that out already. It's really nice to have a book that goes beyond that and provides a way to actually apply tarot, especially to your own personal inner work. Near the end of the introduction, Dawn also talks a bit about why you should absolutely read tarot for yourself. This is another thing I like about this book. It makes it okay and valid to read and practice tarot for yourself. Dawn writes here, "It all comes down to being honest with yourself. If you allow your soul to speak and your inner voice to guide you, tarot can become not just a consultation with the cards, but a sacred conversation with your inner self. Through the symbolic language of the tarot, you allow your soul to speak. Your intuition guides the reading, translating the wisdom of your authentic self into a deeply personal and transformative experience. That soul-deep level of connection only happens when you read tarot for yourself." Moving on to Chapter 1, A Practice of One's Own, Dawn basically explains here what it means to have a personal tarot practice and then gives some tips on how to define what that looks like and what that means for you. And she provides 4 prompts here to work with. Moving on to chapter 2, Dawn talks about rituals. She defines what makes something a ritual and how that is different from just a daily habit, and how to go about crafting or creating your own personal rituals as related to tarot, as well as different ways to use and connect with tarot on a daily basis. And then in chapter 3, she gets into journaling. If you're familiar with Dawn's work, you'll know that journaling is a big part of how she works with tarot. She does absolutely beautiful work. This chapter covers many of the practical and logistical aspects of keeping a tarot journal. She covers the different types of journals, the different ways to journal. She also addresses things like making mistakes in your journal. For example, if you misspell a word, how to deal with that. And do you cover it up? Do you just leave it there? So this chapter isn't just about why you should journal, but how to actually bring it all together and incorporate it into your everyday life. Next is chapter 4, Pointers on Practice. This chapter includes tips on how to cultivate your own way of working with the cards that works for you and that also best serves your inner growth. And then beginning with chapter 5 up to the conclusion of the book, so chapters 5 through 21, each contain a different theme for working directly with the cards through using spreads and journaling. The unique thing about this book is that each of these chapters is a cohesive practice. The cards build on each other, the spreads build on each other. There are journaling prompts that relate to the cards and that relate to the spreads. At first glance, if you were to just thumb through this book, you might think that this is just a book of individual spreads, but it's really so much more than that because of the way the chapters are structured and unified together, where everything works together and it all follows a common theme. And then at the end of each of the chapters is a section called Digging Deeper, which contains even more journaling prompts that relate to the type of work that was covered in that particular chapter. One of the things that is very apparent about this book, in my opinion, is it has a very first-hand quality to it. In other words, everything has come from Dawn's own personal practice and experience, and that really comes through in the book. Just to walk through one of the chapters so you can kind of get a better idea of how it all works, chapter 6 is entitled Bloom Where You Are Planted. It begins with, "You are enough just as you are." Read that again. "You are enough just as you are. Like a flower growing through the jagged cracks in concrete, you can't always choose where you are going to sprout, but you can choose to bloom anyway." So the chapter then follows the themes of reseed, reawaken, release, and rebloom. Each section of the chapter focuses on a different part of that overall process of blooming where you are planted. I have done just a little bit of journaling work with this chapter. One thing I really like about the practices is that Dawn gives the option to either draw a card or intentionally select a card. I think it's easy with tarot to feel like card pulls should be or even must be a random draw. I often find in my own inner work that intentionally selecting a card instead of drawing a random card just feels more fitting and more meaningful. And yet I've always kind of had the feeling like I shouldn't be doing that for some reason. So it's nice to see that Dawn kind of gives permission to do that and works it into the practices. So I only did the first part of this practice from chapter 6, but I definitely plan to continue working with it. And of course, the other chapters in the book as well. And then to finish up, the book ends with a short conclusion. Dawn writes here at the end of the book, when you practice tarot mindfully and regularly, it has the potential to become an anchor for your life, offering clarity of mind, understanding of purpose, and openness in your heart for new and exciting things. Growing your own tarot practice creates space in your life and within yourself to fully step into the most authentic version of yourself. This really is an extraordinary book that you can return to over and over again. For myself, I often turn to tarot for comfort and insight. Tarot for me has become kind of like a trusted friend, especially when life gets difficult. So I'm so happy to have this book in my collection. It's unique and full of opportunities to get to know the cards better, as well as yourself better. Thanks so much for watching. If this video has been helpful, please like and subscribe. And I will be back soon with another tarot related video.